everybody? It's your girl, Claudia Jordan. It is Monday, so I know it's your favorite day of the week because we are here with Cocktails with Queens, and I'm back with my girls, Vivica A. Fox,
Hey.
Selena Johnson, and Lisa Ray. Tonight, we are dishing about everything that's trending in the news and on social media. We have a lot to cover tonight. Ladies, are y'all ready?
Ready?
I don't know.
How you feel? What's wrong, Lisa Ray? How you feeling today? We gonna get cussed out tonight?
No, that's not gonna ever happen no more.
Girl, Lisa Ray in the library, girl, she gonna read some people.
I got a word collection behind me, okay? Encyclopedias behind me that they don't know nothing about. I just feel heavy because it's been a lot going on, a lot of negativity, a lot of downward feeling emotions, and just overall just taking on feelings of compassion for everyone else that's going through something on top of what you may be going through in your own life. You know what I mean? It's heavy, and we're going to get to why it's heavy because we got a good girlfriend to talk about.
And that's why we are here to kind of get our soulmates through their week so we can cheer them up and let them know that they're not in this alone. Like we going through things too. So ladies, we need a drink, right? Because it is a heavy show. What y'all sipping on tonight?
You already know your girl V got her Pinot Noir. Well, I just got some cranberry juice because, we didn't have no liquor in the house. So, Oh, dang, Selena, somebody couldn't have got you a little splash of vodka? He wanted they didn't left me in the house. It's just me and Kingston, child.
Oh, dang.
So,
I got me a good old goblet of nothing.
Go get you some tea, girl.
I'm just playing it off. Y'all gonna have the tea today. I'll just take you in the thirst of it.
So Vivica, it's me and you. We're gonna be the messy ones tonight because we the one that's sipping on something, okay?
That part.
All right, ladies. So right out the gate, we're gonna get some of the heavy stuff out so we can actually, try to uplift by the end of the show. We have to talk about our good sis. Very sad to report the passing of Regina King's son, Ian Alexander Jr., who died by suicide days after his 26th birthday. Now, King released a statement to People magazine. Our family is devastated at the deepest level by the loss of Ian. He's such a bright light who cared so deeply about the happiness of others. Our family asks for respectful consideration during this private time. Our thoughts and prayers are with you, Regina, and your loved ones. And this is just such sad news. And I wanted to say something real quick before I turn the floor to y'all. I had put my post up as well. And then I got a message from someone that's closer that said, we're all doing this, with good intentions, but it's hurting her to see all the tags. So I just took it down because I don't know how that feels. And, I know everyone's just doing it out of the goodness of their heart, but I'm just trying to think of how she feels. Ladies, how do you feel about this? And I know we all know her.
Claudia, can I just make one correction for you?
Mm-hmm.
His name is Ian Alexander.
Oh, I said I'm sorry.
That's okay. Because with the Ian, Ian Ziering, he pronounces Ian. I just want to make sure
Ian, no, thank you.
They didn't get mad at us about that, but it's Ian.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you y'all know her, right?
Yes.
Yes, very well. When I first came into business, she was friends with Vivica, and my first little flyer campaign was with Tashina Arnold. Viv, you remember this when we did the China Moon rags, and she had myself, Tisha Campbell, Vivica Fox, Lisa Ray, MC Light, Regina King. We were all on this poster together, and I was the new kid on the block. And like you've heard me say various times, they all embraced me, and been embracing me throughout my entire career. So when you find a group of ladies that have not changed and you're able to take friendships from long ago and still be able to call them up on the phone. Whoa, I called Viv, and Viv was like, I can share, Viv. She was like, I've been crying all morning, and I was like, right,
Yeah.
So and then I also sent that message to Viv, and Viv was like, no, did I send it to you, Viv? Did I send the message to you? Or I think.
Did you say you didn't know what to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because words can't even begin.
Yes.
To even support or uplift her right now, because none of that is going to help and penetrate right now. You know what I mean? Because a mother losing their child, you never think of that. You always think that you're going to go before them because you've groomed them to be a great person to society, and you feel that they're going to be here. So for him to be taken away, and her birthday was days before that. So around the birthday month, this is going to always be forever what she remembers. I can't imagine. I told Viv, I said, she going to need some serious support. Yes, she has her family around her, but when I tell you, we're going to need to rally around her and just give her nothing but love to be able to consume the quiet time in which that she's going to have. I don't even know what I'm
Speechless.
It's super sad. And I understand that Ian is her only child.
Yes.
Selena, you got any thoughts before we move on?
Lisa Ray she's pretty much summed it up. I just, as a mother, like, I can't imagine what Lisa Ray said about, there's nothing that you could do to really make it better. It just hurts to know that she has to hurt like this forever. Now, obviously, the pain gets better and better, but never, I can't imagine my son, taking his own life. This is not like there's anyone to blame even, he took his own life. So it's, as a mom, man,
I don't know if any of you have ever lost anyone to suicide, but you feel guilty when you're left behind. You feel like, I should have recognized the signs. I should have said something. I lost a friend. I was one of the last people to talk to her. And for 20 years later, it's still, and I'm sure she's probably blaming herself and, putting on, like Black women do, putting the weight of the world on their backs. And Regina, you have friends, and all of us, the world loves you, and anything you need. I mean, there's nothing we could do to help you except just offer our love and any kind of support you need in this time. And we're going to be respectful of your wishes.
So I was with Regina last night. And she's okay. I was able to hug her. I got a text saying Regina wants to see you. And I made a U-turn and immediately headed there. I didn't think about where am I going, what I'm doing. It just had to go see my friend, my sister. On the way there, I had to call and ask people, what do you say? I'm scared. I don't want to say something wrong. She's so strong. And more than anything else is that I'm glad that I got to hug her. Glad I got to look in her eyes. This has been absolutely one of the longest weekends I've ever had in my life. It's like I can't stop crying. But she said to tell everybody that she's gotten your text. The outpouring of love for her, her family, and her son. She appreciates it. It's just hard. And I just pray that what we do more than anything else for our sons, for our children, COVID and everything has got everybody in a dark spot, in a dark place. If y'all see any signs of someone being in distress, or if somebody reaches out to you that's just maybe not having a good day or so, stop. Take a moment to make sure that they're okay. She is surrounded by so much love, y'all. That was the beautiful thing, that when I got there, our community is right there for her. If you never ever thought that the African-American actors, talent supports and loves each other, I saw it last night. It made me so proud. And we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. But she's okay. And she wanted me to let everybody know that she appreciates the love and the text, y'all. But we will get through this. But as I said, y'all, if y'all see someone in distress, check on them. Check on them, because we got people every day. I've never thought about suicide in our community, how so many people are taking their own lives that don't want to be here. That's the scary part. that, that they just are deciding to check out. And, but it's been eye-opening for me. It really has been. And I've been trying. I was like, oh girl, please don't shed no tears today. But my tears are that I know my friend is okay, y'all. She really is. And we're going to get through this, but we've definitely got to start bringing more awareness to mental illness. We really do.
I'm so glad. Well, first of all, thank you for sharing that personal moment, and thank you for being there for her. We're so happy that she had you to hug her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be there for her and be a real friend and to stop what you're doing and to be there for your sister.
Absolutely. I always will be.
Thanks, Vivica.
You're welcome.
So we're going to start tonight's show discussing mental health. The National Alliance on Mental Illness reported that 63% of Black people believe that mental illness is a sign of weakness. Now, as a result, people may experience shame about having mental illness and worry that they may be discriminated against because of it. Now, it's no secret that, especially in the Black community, we make it a taboo thing, and people have been trying to make strides lately to normalize us expressing ourselves. If anybody in America has a reason to be stressed out and have mental illness and feel like we need help, it's Black people with the trauma we face every day. So how can we normalize this conversation about this issue in the community? Selena, what do you think about this?
Lisa Ray was right. I mean, once again, this is heavy. Mental illness is something that has been ingrained, like you said, Claudia, with the statistic of 63% of African Americans feel like when you have, a mental episode, that's weakness. If that's been ingrained in us for so many years, if you just look at slavery and, how terrible we were treated and expected to keep moving on. I saw this woman, she was on Instagram. I hate that I don't know her name. I tried to search for it, but she was speaking and she was talking to, I guess, a group of Blacks and whites and I guess a mixed crowd. And she said, by show of hands, when slavery was abolished, did anyone or were there any organizations that offered mental health for us? And then it was quiet. And she said, okay, well, what about the civil rights movement? Was there any, therapy offered to African Americans after that? After those traumas? And then it was like quiet again. And in that moment, it dawned on me like, we talk about this a lot, just in passing, but we really don't grasp the concept that we have been traumatized. Black people are suffering from PTSD from what we've gone through and what we currently have to go through because of what we've gone through. And we really do need mental medicine. We need mental health. We need therapy. And it's not a faux pas. It's not just something that white people do. It really needs to be something that we all need to do. Like we all need to have someone that's going to talk to us about clinical issues that we're dealing with. Like even in that same study, Claudia, it talked about and I didn't know this was good for me to know, Black men are diagnosed with schizophrenia when really they're misdiagnosed as being schizophrenic, when really is PTSD. Yes. And mood disorders. How are we supposed to know how to deal with stuff if it's not diagnosed properly? You know what I'm saying? So, i.e. with suicide and then we commit suicide and different things like that because we don't know what we're experiencing. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, go ahead. Lisa.
I was going to say, we need awareness, forgiveness, and love across the board. We need to be made aware of what's going on so we can do something about it. Because if you don't know any better, you don't do any better. We need forgiveness to forgive others, to forgive ourselves, to be able to get it out. And we need love to let everybody know that it's okay.
And can I just say, I would like us to stop being so hard on each other. Yeah. The hardest people that have been to us has been us. Outside of the racist stuff, let's just take that part off the table. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, but we're a family. Our ancestors have all gone through the same traumas, the same discrimination, the same horrors. And if anything, we should be drawn closer to each other, but we don't. There's a disconnect. And I just want us all to just be a little bit more just conscious of that with each other. When we so quick to read to someone or whatever. And yes, this is a fun show. People can say, oh, but yeah, but I think we do a lot of our stuff with love and we have a deep conversation about things. But like, there's some people are just being super mean to each other just because. And you don't know what that person's going through. You don't know if you was the last straw and that camel's back that breaks it. And you're the last thing that they think about when they're valuing whether to be here, weighing whether to be here or not. So can we please cut the shit with each other? Looking each other up and down the street, not saying, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we're our brothers and sisters for real, for real. You can have fun shade, but there's a difference between being fun shade and being straight up cruel and mean and hateful. All right, y'all, we're going to regroup. And ladies, thank you. I know this was a tough conversation, both of them, but this is what this show is all about. You know what I mean? It's just not just surface stuff. So thank you so much for your transparency, all of you. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back with more Cocktails with Queens after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens, and shout out to all the soulmates in the chat, all 1,077 of them. They are in there crying with us, feeling the very realness and rawness of the show, and appreciating you, Queens, for your words. And thank you so much for supporting us here.
Yes, we appreciate y'all, no doubt.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into this story. Big breaking news today. Cardi B won the defamation lawsuit against YouTuber blogger Tasha K. Now, court documents have reported that Tasha K will have to pay $1.25 million for general damages, including pain and suffering.
Does she have that?
Oh, and she gonna make some videos on it and generate that YouTube money. She got to pay an additional.
I mean, I don't know. Is she? I don't pay any of that, any mind. So I don't really know if she is that big to be able to pay that type of check.
Probably not.
No.
Well, she has quite a following on YouTube. I know her videos have a lot of traction and she has sponsorship. So people say she makes about $1 million for a year is what I heard. I could be off, but the court document said $1.25 million pain, general damages, including pain and suffering, and an extra $250K in medical expenses. After the verdict, Tasha K tweeted, "My husband, attorneys, and I fought really hard. I want to thank them for their long hours and sleepless nights. Winos is not only up from here. It's only up from here. See you in a few days. Back to work." I don't know if you guys know about the story, but she was alleging that Cardi B had herpes, as well as a lot of other very
mean
things. She is entertaining. She's funny. And you could be entertaining, funny, but when you start saying people have herpes and stuff like that, now on the stand, they say that she admitted on the stand, this is what she got, that she knew these things weren't true, but said them anyways.
Wow.
And that's where the problem is. Like, if you hear something from a source or whatever, that's one thing, but when you know it ain't true, then that becomes malicious intent.
Yes.
So here's where the people can be heard. Stop listening to her. Stop supporting her. Stop igniting the fire in which it makes her who she is and who she has become. Stop it, because that is the type of support that we need to rally around our sister and say, we for you, Cardi, because we don't want to be instrumental in her growth when she is tagging people the way that she is and talking about people the way that she does. It's not fair. It's not right. We get when you're trying to build a brand and you're trying to have a hot show and you're trying to have a topic that somebody can come over to your show and watch more so than the others. We get that, but not at the expense of somebody else's pain. It's like, cut it out. And especially when stuff ain't true and you don't even know if it's true. You just making up stuff. So maybe this, and hopefully this is a lesson for her as well, that she can just pull back and say, you know what, I can be entertaining without being so hurtful and so mean. Just hopefully, sister, that you'll take a page out of this notebook here that's been written in your history, and you'll be able to say, you know what, my bad, but let me continue my show and let me uplift and let me do something different.
Because
it's a sad state about where we are, that negativity sells at the expense of others. That it's like, oh, what else can I come up with today to get a click, or to make, another blog that's really popular. The negativity is selling, and it literally is a state of, unfortunately, where we're at. People are going too far. And
Yeah.
so I'm glad that Cardi B had the resources, had the stamina to say, you will not lie on me. You will not discredit my name. I've worked hard for this moment with talent and with perseverance, and I will not let you rob me of this moment and trying to destroy my name and my family. So shout out to Cardi B, because normally Cardi B would have did a rap, or you might have got your ass whooped when she saw you out.
Or at least a shoe thrown in.
Cardi B will throw some hands. So, the fact that she was smart and got a team and said, we're going to fight this, I commend her for that,
Yep.
Trevor in the chat says that Cardi is the wrong messenger. I don't think so. I think you got to take away your personal feelings. She's been mean too, or she said stuff. A lot of times she's responding to the trolls. I'm going to say this. Years ago, I had a blogger, and bloggers got a lot of power now. They have become very influential and have grown. And people don't really watch the news. They take their information from bloggers now. This guy went for my neck every month for 3 years.
Wow.
And at first, I just didn't have the energy to deal with it. And then I didn't have the money to deal with it because my opportunity started to dry up and I couldn't fight it. And at first I thought, man, everybody knows me. They know this shit ain't true. I got currency in these streets. I got equity. People know me. I'm a good girl. And it was just every single month saying the same thing over and over and over again, to the point where I would feel very embarrassed going to Hollywood events. And I felt like I had a scarlet letter on me. And that was the beginning of my reputation as a homewrecker or a whore. Wasn't anything true. Years after this guy had just drove me to like super depression, he called me. We talked. I'm sorry, I called him. I got his number. And he said, why didn't you call me sooner? I said, what? I said, why did you ruin my life? He said, I realize you're kind of a good kid. And he goes, but I made a lot of money off your name, Claudia. Every time I put a story up, people love talking about you. I said, you ruined my life. You ruined relationships. You ruined opportunities. You ruined my reputation. My grandmother saw these things and people believe this. My character is forever ruined. He said, well, you had 2 exes that didn't want you to flourish. And one of them said, I would like to drag her to the point of suicide. And this guy took the money and did it. So to all you bloggers out here that make the money off things that you know are lies, y'all can go to hell. I don't care if you don't like the person they're talking about. If it's not true and you know it, you deserve everything that comes to you. And I do not feel bad. You should be ruined because you made your money off someone else's misery. Because I remember being curled up in a bed crying, why do they think this about me? Lisa Ray, I talked to you about this before about it. And I think Vivica too. It was so horrible. So you could be mad that it's Cardi B, but it's a principle. And if it can happen to us, it could happen to y'all watching this.
So I want to say, let's change the narrative here. Let's don't tell them to go to hell. Let's just ask them to unite with us. Let's just say, let's change what people are hearing from you and out of your mouth. And let's make sure that we're spreading more love than negativity, because if we got the power to do that, then let's use it for a different type of magnitude and power. Let's do something different. We all learn, heck, I can say this because I've been there, done that. I have said some foolish things that made me go, oh my God, why did that come out? How did that come out? I've done it. So I'm not exempt from this. Let's change it. Let's grow away from this. Let's stop it. God, we are killing each other mentally and physically. And
I made my mistakes too, Lisa Ray. I've said some stuff that I'm like, I can't believe I said that, but it wasn't like a campaign against someone week after week. That's a difference between you, a slip of the tongue, saying something wrong. I misspoke. That was dumb. But like when you just go after someone and target them,
that's an obsession.
That's evil. Selena, what do you think about this?
It's illegal. It's called stalking. People get sent to court all the time. I think Madonna won a court case. She had a real life stalker. It's like a lot of people that be having like real life stalkers. And I think that just because you do it on the internet, on social media, doesn't make you any different. I think they bank on the fact that we ignore a lot of the stuff that comes across our social media, that comes, and people are getting so bold now, honey, they be walking up to you down to the store. They'll walk up on you. Like, it's so scary out here now that somebody could walk up on you in the street thinking that because they've talked to you on social media, that they have, ties to you in some sort of way and create their own their own reality about who they are with you. And here we go again, back to mental illness not being addressed in society, period, with really across the board of all races. People are hurting everywhere and they're going through trauma everywhere. And it's just bleeding onto the celebrity. And the thing in the past where we didn't have all this social media, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say celebrity is because our job is to make people feel better. Our job is to make people happy through movies, through music, through entertainment, through talk shows, through all of these things are meant to help people, right? So when we're so tangible in this way, the hard part is it makes us it makes them feel like they have access to us and entitlement to us. Mm-hmm. And when we reject that, they feel like it's a direct rejection to them, in which they create this disdain and this, this thing that is not real, and it's just why this social media stuff is just so crazy and dangerous. But then it's like helps us promote our jobs and that stuff. So it's just jacked up. It's just jacked up. It's out of order. But I'm glad she sued her, because stop thinking that just because we ignore a lot of stuff, your little comment might be the one.
Make it go
they go into the court on. So I think Halle Berry sued a paparazzi. Like people be
invading your space with the kids. Yeah,
like relax out here in these streets. This we real people. We human beings.
Yeah. Have more confidence that you could be entertaining without lying on someone. Like you can still be Listen, I know people are going to say, but you guys do this every week. We're not out here slandering and dragging people and being evil. It's usually lighthearted when we're talking about something and we try to have insightful debates about this stuff. But when you know you are purposely lying on someone and making up stories for attention, then you are breaking the law and you're responsible.
And you're right to be sued. Claudia, I want to say something also to what you said earlier when you were like, it's our own people and our own stuff. When we say protect Black women, you know what? Black women, we're strong enough to protect each other. Yes. We can do it. Now I know men, they need to be more responsible, and I'm sure we're going to get into that tonight, but we can really rally around each other. And for that woman to dog Cardi B like she did, that's part of the reason why men think they could do it too. You giving them permission. You give everybody permission. We got to stop doing this to each other.
And that's not to say you can't hold someone accountable if they do something wrong. You can say, now that wasn't right when you call those Black girls roaches. Absolutely not. Hold her accountable, but don't lie and say, but she's got herpes. Address the issue and stick to that without putting 10 on 20. That's where you went wrong. All right, ladies, another fantastic block. They're going ham in the comments. All right, y'all, we're gonna get to some of those comments. We're gonna come back with some more of this hot show Cocktails with the Queens when we return. Ooh, we got a couple people in their feelings in the chat tonight. Ladies, the distinguished gentleman who's not being a distinguished gentleman right now said, Claudia Jordan, fake. Lisa Ray, fake. And Vivica A. Fox is fake.
Fake about what?
Only thing fake about me is my hair and my lashes.
I know that's right.
1,000% real.
That part.
Okay.
And then don't get it confused
at one point. So it's real.
Don't get it confused because we have an opinion about something and we state it, and then we feel sorrow, pain, and compassion about another in a different story. That's just people, humans in general. You know what I mean? So we're not one way. You know what I mean? It's not considered fake. And I can't even say that, oh, I'm sorry that you just don't see it or whatever, because you see what you want to see. Yeah. If you don't see the growth in the beginning of the show, opposed to if we do say something and have to come back and retract it or say something that makes us have an awareness that's different or an opinion that's different, if you don't see that.
And you know what? People are so one-dimensional. They think if you say this type of stuff and say, let's do better, let's protect Black women, they'll go through and say, well, you said this, well, you said that. Listen, you can have conversations about people. You can even be funny about things and throw a little shade. There's a difference between that and being malicious and evil and mean. And don't play dumb like that's not obvious. Like y'all know the difference. Right. It's a difference. And we've apologized for things on this very show.
Absolutely.
Many times.
And here's the other thing. If you don't like us, so what? Don't watch us. Keep it moving because you have an option as well. You have a choice. Turn the channel, turn the waves, turn the station, turn your head, turn your ass, turn around, just turn and do something.
Okay, people like, why y'all only reading the negative comments? I'm gonna read the positive comments. Lisa Ray's motives are great, and God will bless her for trying to be a peacemaker. There's a good one.
Thank you.
Don't give Trey 106 says, don't give haters any airtime.
I know that's
Tanika
right.
Bryant says, read positive comments too. We aren't all with this negative.
Okay, girl.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
and I'll just interject as well. I just want to state a clear difference as well. We were casted to be on a talk show on a national level to speak on topics that are current and going on in the world. Okay. We get stories. We don't go find them. We get them. They are given to us. We don't make them up. They're facts. We have a team of producers who vet these stories and give us all the facts as much as they can so that we can state our opinion. Okay. Because that's the opinion. Okay. To state our opinion on what those stories are. And we get paid for that. Okay. And we were casted to do that. Okay. As opposed to a YouTuber who made up their own page, worked very hard to get their own following. They casted themselves, which means they may not have been qualified to do that, but they created their own qualifications. Okay. And they just started doing it and became famous by trashing other people's names. We are already famous. We were casted for our opinions.
And that says a lot about the world too, that the people are actually tuning in for that. And so you should see that and say, oh, I'm part of the problem here. I'm part of the negativity. So shame on you.
And we're okay if you do like them. If you agree or disagree, it's also okay. And we're not going to stay on it. Next week, there will be new topics and new opinions. We're going to go to sleep at night and we're not going to know what you think.
Well, there's going to be new queens casted on the show. If I don't get to the next section of queendom, we have reached the part of the show where we talk about our personal lives and relationships and how we've overcome obstacles in our lives.
Yes, please.
Welcome to our queendom. No?
Is it?
Can I get my graphic?
There we go. Come on.
Okay.
Well, we got the graphics, but not with our sound, just lower. It's not that much, but that's all right.
So we are changing it up tonight, okay? Because of the tone of the show, we are, the theme of this show has become protect Black women. Once again, Cardi B, we got to set this off with her. She seeking justice for someone else. For Lauren Smith Fields, the young woman who was found dead in her Bridgeport, Connecticut home on December 12th by a white man she met on the Bumble dating app. It's been more than a month later, and her cause of death is pending further studies. I'm glad Cardi B is drawing attention to this, and we need more people to do this. What are your thoughts on this unsolved case? And what does it say about the lack of protection for our Black women? It seems like these cases, had it not been for Cardi B, or people to make a big deal about it on social media, would be another one swept under the rug. Selena?
I actually just tweeted this story this morning. I actually just shared this story this morning because of that very of what you just said. And now, Claudia, I'm just trying to fact check myself. Was she like missing for a while and then they found her dead? Was that how it went?
I think
I
so.
read that was the situation. Okay, so
by the white man though that she went on a date with.
So the outrage is about her being missing. And remember the one blonde girl that they couldn't find for a really long time, and it was this national. It was girl Fox. It was everywhere. It was a national story. So the problem is this: why are we not valued the same way in media when something happens to us? Unless it's messy and stupid, when something happens to us, why aren't we valued the exact same way as when a person, a woman of the other race, something happens to her, Caucasian, they are valued more in the media. So I actually am stumped behind this as well. I mean, you can easily say racism, but I feel like there's something deeper that's going on because, you know, we went up for Breonna Taylor. We're still going up for Breonna Taylor in terms of nationally. And I feel like media found that to be more of a catch for money making for people tuning in. You know, I feel like it was something, you know, more tangible for them to get a hold on to, for people to bandwagon with the Black Lives Matter, you know, protect Black women. But are we really, truly trying to protect Black women if there's another woman over here and it's not the same thing?
No,
So
we ain't protecting them. It's just a slogan.
That's what I'm saying.
Vivica, what do you think about this? It's just a slogan.
Well, I actually saw this story this morning, and some of the things that I saw is that allegedly the police officers, they feel that they covered it up a little bit because it was a white man that, you know, gave a little bit more time to either stage the scene. Like when I saw it, it just kind of blew me away because first of all, she was a very attractive sister. She really was.
Mm-hmm.
I want this to be a lesson for young ladies out there that go to these dating apps. You never know who is on there and what they may be lying about. It's very deceptive. Like I said, I'm old school. I need to see you and get sparks and then find out a little bit later, you know, and you might be crazy. I need to keep on keeping it moving. But
Your whites in your eyes.
you know what I'm saying? That's how I get, oh no, okay, tick, tick, boom, let me move on. But
with one ass going over here all night.
yes, okay, right. Tick, tick, boom over there. Let's keep this moving real quick. Lock his ass. But you know, just be careful on these apps who you're allowing to come into your life. People are deceptive. They lie. They put up false pictures. They put up false livelihoods. Be careful on those apps out there.
They feel like, and it is no difference between meeting somebody on the app and then going to meet them, and meeting somebody at the club for the first time. We gotta be careful, period.
Well, absolutely. But at least when you meet someone out, and first of all, we don't really do clubs that much anyway, but when you meet someone, say with friends or whatever, like that's a thing that's like natural chemistry, that then you can take the time to get to know them. But the apps, it's like, you know, people become addicted to going to the phone, a message pops up, and then it's a whole thing of kind of like reeling you in.
And then you let your guard down because you feel like you know each other. So
then the next thing you know, you're meeting this stranger who you don't know, that you're either allowed to either come to your house or, you know, just to be in your space. And it's dangerous.
If you're a stalker or an abuser, apps are the perfect gift for you.
Absolutely.
And really, so let me just tell y'all this quick story, because what Vivica was saying just sparked this, made me remember this. When I was in college, and this was when we first started having computers. I went to Drake University and we had computers in our dorm room. And so we were on those chats, you know, talking to people all over, right? That was like really starting to be the big deal. Now, this is like the 90s. And I remember I started talking to this one guy. He was Latino. He was fan too, right? So I started talking to this one guy. He was so nice and sweet. And I just really thought he was going to be a good guy. And, you know, wow. So he was from California. He flew all the way to Iowa to come see me, which should have been a red flag right there. But he flew all the way to Iowa to come see me. But I'm 19, 20. I'm thinking it's love. I'm 19. He comes to the dorm. He takes me out. Now, you could tell he was military. And he had like a buzz cut, like he just looked kind of bananas, you know what I'm saying, in person. You see what I'm saying? But I was like, well, maybe not. So I go out with him. It was time for him to take me back to my room, my hotel, my dorm. So I'm sitting in the parking lot with him, and I kind of knew, he ain't no sparks. I'm not really vibing him. He's giving me crazy war person, you know? And I was like trying to explain to him that I probably, you know, we should be friends. When I told him I think we should be friends, girl, when I tell you he threatened my life, said he was going to drive me all the way back to California, said he was not going to let me go, start crying in the car. So I had to pretend that I was going to be, I was like, it's cool, you right. You know, I had to do that. I was like, let me go get my coat out I'm going to go get my clothes out the dorm. And then I'll come back. When I tell you I went to my dorm and hid and locked the door, told the RAs and everything, and hear from him, and he blew up my phone like a psycho.
Yeah.
A psycho. These people out here are crazy.
And now they have apps to track people down. Real quick, before we go to break, I just want to correct it. I think we had a few of the facts wrong. I saw a bunch of different versions of this. They said they were dating at home. They had a date at the house, at her place. The next morning, he called 911, the date, and the police let him go. They're not telling the family the cause of death. Some people saying the family found a pill and a condom when they went to her apartment. The police never searched her apartment for any evidence and never charged the man. And the police officers didn't even collect evidence from her apartment. This case is crazy. This is all allegedly. I want to be caught up like Tasha K. Allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly, there's a few different versions of the story. Listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to get the real facts and figure it all out. There's been so many different versions of this story. Yeah. We'll be right back with more of Cocktails with Queens after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. We are taking you through all the emotions tonight, okay? Are we? Okay.
You know, it's one of those kind of shows that's like a roller coaster. We are feeling every bit of every story. And this
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And 1381 in the chat tonight. So keep it coming. Keep it coming, people. Real quick, we're gonna do this one story before we go to break and talk and use the last segment to just like go in. Rapper and actress Lil Mama posted a rather interesting message on her social media page. She says, "It's so many Black women bent over on social media. You would think that SHIT was a mass mandate." I am so glad she said it because I'm so sick of seeing people's butt. Congratulations, you got a butt. Guess what? My cat has a butt. My mother has a butt. My brother has a butt. I don't see it all in my screen every time I want to go to social media. Can y'all please stop celebrating that you got ass? I'm sick of it.
What is the purpose of it? Let's dissect it. Okay, because and why? Okay, so like if you are a swimsuit model, got it. Yes. If you are if you're modeling something that is underwear, got it. If you're a model and that is what you do, you maybe you have a nude shoot and it is artistic, got it. But if you are Lil Reg and them, Ray and Regina and them down to the social media and just wake up in the morning and turn around like this here, I'm trying to figure out why is that the go-to pose?
Because they made it that, because that's what everybody does now. So that's what everybody's paying attention to.
Do it, Claudia. Show them what you're working with. Okay.
Give me that.
Get it.
No, that ain't it. Sit down, Claudia.
Can't do it. I can't do it, and I won't.
It's all for the I'm gonna say this to get a like. And I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna attract men, but it's sure gonna be the wrong ones that's gonna want to hit it and quit it. And then what makes you special? You know that old saying, can't turn a hoe into a housewife. So I guess y'all now think, well, we winning right now, but it's temporary.
How long?
It's temporary. And I just feel like it's a fad, and we just need to, ladies, we need to become more ladylike again.
Mm-hmm.
Your face is
I'm a face. I like a face.
Your face is good, or maybe they don't think they
your face. Y'all think your butt is better than your face,
right?
Is that where we're at?
Especially when the butts look alike now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. So everybody got the same booty.
Not the same booty.
Number 5.
They got the same booty.
Yeah,
I was in the Virgin Islands one time, right? Me and my girls on the beach, and these beautiful little like 6 and 7-year-old little kids, right? Little girls. They were so cute. They shoved a whole bunch of wet sand in the back of their bathing suits and made it look like they had real big butts. They were 6 and 7, and they already got the message.
Shame. That's a shame. Shame.
That's true.
True Aries says, why make it specific to Black women? Ladies, we're not shaming Black women. We are Black women talking about us. It's women, but we are trying to get our sisters to be more queen-like. If they want to, Becky and them want to do what they want to do, what you do. We talking to our sisters right now.
Becky and them get it from us.
We can.
They get everything from us. They steal everything.
True that. True.
Becky could never do it because her line just keep going down her back. That's why I signature to black women, because Becky can't she can't really get it like that.
Can we normalize more pictures from the front?
Let's normalize faces.
Can we please?
Or even
All right,
silhouettes.
We got a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. I'm sick.
Normalize a side view. Profile.
Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens with myself, Claudia Jordan, Vivica A. Fox, Selena Johnson, and Lisa Ray. We are your queens. All right, y'all. Speak. Oh, I can't say that.
What?
I can't say speaking
Something
of
or forever
queens.
hold your peace.
I can't say speaking of queens. Kevin Samuel.
Oh,
Allegedly.
excellent segue.
He recently offered women advice about going on dates after 5 p.m. Ooh, look at him looking all sassy. Take a look.
At him?
We got a Kevin Samuels
Hey,
clip.
no clip. Nope.
What did you say, Claudia?
All right. Anyways, he said something about going on dates after 5 p.m. Like if you're not really ready to have sex, whatever, you shouldn't, because it's kind of misleading. Ladies, what do you think? And is this 1947 in Saudi Arabia?
He gets a boy bye on that comment. Boy, first of all, folks ain't. What time do you go if you're gonna go meet someone for dinner? It's usually 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:38. So first of all, where you going out and who you going out with? That
He ain't going out with no ladies. That's why I said that.
Boom.
Well, the people said you can't go out. He said you can't go out after 5 because then that means you got to sleep with the man. So basically, he didn't put us down to the sundown hours. He didn't set us back to
vampire hours.
Yeah, he didn't put us back to play. So unless it's daylight savings time, we can't go outside because it don't get dark in daylight savings until like 7, 8 o'clock. So we can't go outside. And he said if you go out before 5, then that means you just friends. But after 5 means you need to have sex. You have to have sex with the man if you go out after 5 o'clock.
Once again, he gets up, boy, bye. Okay.
Kevin Samuels, are you really dating
dumb.
women to say this? Like this, what year is this? So it's our fault if we, first of all, if we go to on a date before 5, we're not high value women because we're unemployed. We don't have a job. So we are taking care of our career and working. And when we get done, we go on our date. If you can't control your raging hormones for women, and after 5, that means, you're expecting sex from this woman. My dude, it's ignorant. It's putting the responsibility on the woman and not the man. Like what we're supposed to, we have to stop y'all from having sexual urges. So we'll just make it before 5 o'clock to
you actually incited rape. You pulled a Donald Trump, like he incited the riots at the White House. He just incited rape. He just said it's okay for men to force themselves on women after 5 p.m. because you're supposed to sleep with women after that time. He's a fool and he should go to jail.
He's an entire fool.
Kevin, where's your woman?
Somewhere with tied up with a gag in the closet.
Can we play a game? We
gotta play a game. We got
allegedly.
Come on.
And this is not slander to Kevin Samuels, but we are responding to something you said that we find ignorant. I'm
slandering them, so you can hate me in the comments. I'm good.
All right, ladies. We need some fun. We got to end on a high note. Before we wrap in honor of National Compliment Day, let's play a game of Queen Be Nice.
Is this a good game?
I'm going to read the names of some controversial celebrities and let's compliment them. Keep it quick so we can get through this.
Okay, that's fun. Okay.
At least try to compliment these people. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
First up, Tristan Thompson. Selena, you go first.
He plays basketball.
We gotta run out of time.
Consistent.
He plays basketball.
Lisa Ray.
He has a ring.
Nice color.
Okay. OJ Simpson. Vivica, you go first.
Earth commercial.
He was
Hall
once
of Famer, Heisman Trophy winner.
Okay.
was once a great athlete.
Candace Owens. Lisa Ray, start.
Who?
Skip me. Skip me.
Who that?
Skip me.
Donald Trump. I guess I'll go first. He got ass.
I thought he had hips.
That too.
Oh,
Coke bottle. He got
Hoopa! Heck no.
is this nice? He
he
It's
got
a nice color orange.
He lies very good. He is a
Vivica?
great liar.
Vivica?
He does excellent work in that.
Next
okay.
question. Next one.
Vivica, I'll start with you on this one, Vivica. And we have 45 seconds left. Kevin
Okay.
Samuels.
Early bird special. I don't know.
Selena.
He pledged the National Greek Organization Kappa Alpha Psi.
Lisa Ray.
He looks great in the suit.
Yes, Lisa Ray.
Hell of a
Claudia.
Taylor. Got that waist snatched.
Those
All right,
queens,
so-
they do it good, honey.
I want to thank my girls for a very emotional show and a good show and a transparent
Yes.
show. Thank you so much, ladies, for being so honest with your feelings. I want to thank my queens, Lisa Ray, Selena Johnson, and Vivica A. Fox for another fantastic show. Thank you for watching us on YouTube. Stay tuned for Fox Soul's Black Report, and we'll see you here next Monday. Y'all be kind to each other, okay?
Yeah.
Or if you read, have some truth behind it and say it.
I love you, ladies.
Love y'all.
Love you.
too.
Bye.